The long-awaited final archetype, Vanquish Souls, or Versus, is here. Alright, to the 30% of you that have not smashed the crap out of that subscribe button, smash this if you guys want to miss out on more awesome content. I did see that there was looks like a for hire artist came back for this, and the Evil Twin artist also got involved in this archetype, so that's kind of cool. So the first one here is Versus Razan here. And this actually looks relatively cool in terms of the art. I'm not going to have a lot to pull up here for these just yet, but you can only use the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn, and you can activate them in the same chain. That's interesting. It's level 4, 1800, 1500 Fire Warrior, so you can technically road it for this. So quick effect, you can reveal the appropriate monsters in your hand to activate one of these effects. Fire, this card cannot be destroyed by card effects this turn. Fire and Dark, destroy all other monsters in this card's column. It's actually kind of cool. So these are going to be working on the premise of you revealing another monster in your hand of the attribute, through attribute. Okay. Interesting. Next up is the Versus Panthera, and this is the one that I believe the for hire artist actually had involvement in. So this is going to be an Earth Beast Warrior, level 4, 1900 defense, 1700 attack, and yeah, this is Earth. So you can only use the first segments of this card's name once per turn, and you cannot activate them in the same chain. So if you control no monsters in the main monster zone, you can special summon this card from your hand. I do like the fact that they all are going to have what appears to be the, I guess this is, I do believe the majority of these do have the extension effect here. If you control nothing in the main monster zone. The other one, getting to add the non-warrior, is pretty good. So this one, quick effect, you can reveal the appropriate monster in your hand to activate one of these effects. So Earth monster, this card cannot be destroyed by battle this turn. Earth monster and Fire. Destroy all spell and trap cards in this card's column. So you've got an Earth and a Fire. Congratulations, you're popping all spell and traps in this card's column. Okay, that's also not horrible here. Now, the Heavy Borger here. Alright, so this is going to be a level 7, 25, 1500. And then during your main phase, you can target one non-machine Vanquish monster you control, return to the hand if you do special summon this card. So another one of those special summon extender options effectively here. And then we can reveal the appropriate monsters. So Dark, we can draw one, Earth and Fire, ping our opponent for 1500. I think I'll just reveal the Dark to draw a card, honestly. The Earth and Fire would only really come up for time. And this is already on a level 7, so you've already got to think about that for a second. That you're already going to have to include some sort of brick in your deck as it is. But I do love the fact that its name is Heavy Borger. Alright, next up is Dr. Madlove, and this is the one that feels like we have the Evil Twin artist involved with here. But this is going to be our Dark Fiend. Same thing, each effect once per turn can't be used in the same chain. If this is normal or special summon, you can add one Vanquish Soul spell and trap card from your deck to your hand. Okay, so we can reveal the appropriate here. Reveal Dark Monster. When face a monster your opponent controls will lose 500 attack and defense. Okay. Dark and Earth. Return one face of monster on the field, the lowest defense, to the hand. Your choice if tied. Unironically, you can bounce back your own monster with this. If you need to recycle something for the next turn, there is some sort of usability with this. And remember, that is a quick effect for the defensive options here, so that's also pretty good. What the heck is this? Versus Pluton HG? This is a zombie. Level 6. 0/0. What? During your opponent's turn, if you control no monsters in your main monster zone, or all monsters you control in the main monster zone are Vanquish Soul monsters, quick effect, special summon this card from your hand. So we have another one of the special summon extenders. Okay, so quick effect, you reveal the appropriate monster in your hand to activate one of these effects. So we can reveal Fire, this thing will get 3000 defense, or we can do a Dark and an Earth, and this card will gain 3000 attack until the end of the turn. I guess it's cool for, getting a supercharged attack, but, everything I'm seeing here isn't doing much to, how do you say, put this deck into a good position. Everything just feels very subpar so far. Now we have the Kaiser Varius. Oh, and we have a Link monster down here. So Earth Dragon. This is going to be, yeah, Earth Dragon, 3,000 attack. So, during the main phase, quick effect can target one non-dragon vanquishing soul monster you control. Return it to your hands, special summon this card from your hand. You are going to have to establish something to get these guys out. Quick effect, reveal the appropriate. So we can reveal an Earth. This face-up card is unaffected by your opponent's activated effects this turn. That's actually not bad. You reveal an Earth, Fire, and Dark to destroy one other card in the field. That is costly. You already... Oh my gosh, you already have to bounce something back to get this thing on the field. And then you have to extend out through an Earth, Fire, and Dark in order to pop something. I don't think that's worth it. Like, I'm sorry, but like, I guess a 3,000 attack is cool. Alright, so, a Link 1. It's just any Vanquish Soul monster. Cannot be used as Link material. You can only use the second effect this card's name once per turn, and this does have a down arrow. So while you control a Vanquish Soul monster, your opponent's monsters can only attack monsters with the highest attack, their choice of type. Okay. During a main phase, quick effect can activate one of these effects. Special summon one Vanquish Soul monster from your hand from your hand, or add a Vanquish Soul from your graveyard to your hand. So whatever you link out with this, you just get to re-add back to your hand, which is not terrible. It's just going to be an additional extender, but I feel like we need more here. Like, what were they, in terms of all of the monsters here, I don't really feel like this deck knows what it's doing. This kind of feels like Ice Barriers in the way of, here's a bunch of cards that feel like they go together. I mean, you have a good Searcher, you have a Spell and Trap Searcher, you have a Link 1, which is a start, but it feels like there's a gridlock. They want your opponent to attack or be able to be forced to attack highest monster, but I feel like Dynamorphia already kind of does that. Alright, so our spell card here. The Vanquish Soul Dust Devil. Quick effect, target one Vanquish Soul monster you control, change its battle position, and then you can change face-up monster your opponent controls to face-down defense position up to the number of Vanquish Soul monsters you control with different names. This is a quick play Book of Moon that I don't have to rely on having. Well, I mean, I guess it's searchable, but like, what was the point of this? There are better cards that you could have printed. Keep in mind, this deck doesn't have a field spell yet, at least from what I've seen, so I guess. Vanquish Soul Continue. You only activate one card with this card's name, pay 500 life points, target one Vanquish Soul in your graveyard. Either add it to your hand or special summon it in defense position. Why does it have to be in defense mode? Like, why are they limiting this archetype so harshly in the regards of the things that they gave them? Next up is the Vanquish Soul Trinity Burst. Target one Vanquish Soul monster you control. Special summon up to two Vanquish Soul monsters from your hand with different names from each other and different attributes from the targeted monster, but their effects are negated. Return them to the hand during the end phase. Then you can return all cards your opponent controls in that target and summon monsters columns to the hand. I guess it's cool that you get a free bounce here, but like, we need searchers here. Like, gosh darn it, Konami, you punted the ball so far. Next up is the Calamity Kaiser. When your opponent activates a spell or trap card or monster effect that targets a card or cards you control. Well, I'm out. And you control a Vanquish Soul monster. Negate that activation if you destroy that card. Then, put damage to your opponent equal to the attack of one Vanquish Soul monster you control. Targeting, negation. Okay, so we do not have a field spell yet. We do not have any searchers in the spell and trap category. I do want to point that out. Like, you got a Book of Moon, you got a Monster Reborn, but you did not get anything that focuses on searchability. I feel like, I do know that I think we're missing 23, the way it looks. Yeah, it looks like we are missing 23 here. So it's either going to be another Link monster for this deck, or it's going to be probably, I could see a field spell for this deck. If not, either way, the fact this deck doesn't have a field spell yet definitely tells me that something interesting will probably come, but they're probably going to get something on activation. Search, we'll have to wait and see, but this deck is missing a lot. Well, Robbie, they have Tenki. Yeah, they have Rhoda too, but we already seen how those particulars go, so Yeah, I love the art for some of these cards, but it doesn't feel very good so far. It doesn't feel like it knows what it wants to do. I don't know. Leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later today, guys. Peace. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.